Welcome to Home Garden, where timeless beauty meets quiet elegance. Today, we'll explore charming vintage garden ideas that comfort the heart, filled with stone paths, delicate blooms, and serene fountains. Stay until the end for inspiration, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and share your thoughts in the comments below. A narrow garden pathway of weathered brick leads to a stone fountain embraced by lavender and pale roses. Golden light enhances their gentle hues, while jasmine climbs iron trellises, releasing fragrance into the air. The trickling water blends seamlessly, creating an inviting atmosphere of calm and timeless beauty. A compact garden layers texture and charm, with gravel paths edged by mossy stones and beds blooming with foxgloves and hydrangeas. Wrought iron arches filter sunlight, casting lace-like shadows on the ground. Pastel flowers glow like brushstrokes, contrasting beautifully against neatly clipped hedges, evoking a serene, painterly garden composition. Sunlight falls through a canopy of flowering vines draped across a rustic pergola, creating dappled light patterns. A circular stone pond beneath mirrors the sky, surrounded by overflowing planters of petunias, daisies, and trailing ivy. The soft greenery transforms sharp geometry into a scene filled with romance and elegance. In a quiet garden corner, terracotta pots overflow with geraniums in vivid reds and pinks. Their lively colors contrast against muted gravel pathways. Ornamental grasses sway gently, softening the structured boxwood hedges, while a weathered stone urn sits proudly at the center, lending age-old character to the space. A secluded nook reveals a marble fountain spilling water into a moss-lined basin. Around it, peonies and tall delphiniums rise with graceful presence, their blossoms reflecting softly on the water's surface. The air feels still yet alive, filled with delicate fragrance and the hushed rustle of garden leaves. A gravel path winds among beds of pansies, snapdragons, and daisies, leading to a wrought iron gate wrapped in roses. Sunlight dances across cobblestones, while terracotta tiles peek through lush greenery. The harmony between textures and forms creates a timeless vision, as though the entire scene were a living painting. At the garden's heart, an aged stone bench rests under cascading wisteria, its violet blossoms forming a canopy overhead. Fallen petals scatter across muted paving stones, creating a soft carpet. The perfumed air blends with shifting shadows, weaving a dreamlike atmosphere filled with poetry and gentle movement. A petite courtyard enclosed by vintage iron railings is softened with climbing clematis. Sunlight warms a mosaic-tiled floor, adding subtle patterns underfoot. Surrounding beds burst with tulips and ranunculus, their vivid tones standing out against weathered stone walls. Every detail speaks of intimate beauty and a timeless, crafted charm. Low boxwood borders frame ivory and blush roses swaying gently in the breeze. At the center stands a simple bird bath, reflecting patches of sky. The scene feels timeless and serene, where fragrance, softness, and natural rhythm unite to create a delicate sanctuary within the structured garden frame. A pergola draped in honeysuckle crowns the garden's heart, releasing a sweet fragrance into the air. Beneath it, neat gravel paths shape a pleasing geometry. Flower beds alive with cosmos, daisies, and grasses fill the view, while shifting sunlight breathes a living rhythm across blooms and gentle shadows. circular courtyard is built around a moss-covered urn, aged with patina. Surrounding beds overflow with pastel wildflowers, while lavender hedges form scented borders. Sunlight streams through, illuminating textures of stone, bloom, and foliage. The space feels harmonious, balanced, and alive with nature's timeless artistry and serene charm. Against a vintage brick wall, a carved stone fountain spills gently into a basin. In front, dahlias and sweet peas bloom vibrantly, creating a tapestry of color. Curved gravel pathways guide the gaze through the garden, catching glimmers of sunlight that highlight the beauty of blossoms and stone. Neatly clipped hedges enclose a small square where delphiniums and roses flourish. At its center, a pedestal holds an urn cascading with ivy. Golden light lingers on petals and stone, creating textures rich and soft. This enclosed retreat exudes order, balance, and a quiet poetry of timeless beauty. A cobblestone pathway winds gently through tulips and daffodils in creamy yellow tones. At the end, a wrought iron trellis crowned with roses awaits, bursting with bloom. The setting blends vintage charm of stone with fresh florals, leaving the garden calm, picturesque, and deeply soothing to the wandering eye. A secret courtyard reveals a sandstone basin reflecting a canopy of roses overhead. Foxgloves and phlox bloom in symmetry around it, while aged stone tiles underfoot whisper of time. Beams of sunlight break through the canopy, casting golden light that elevates the intimate atmosphere into something grand. Rows of lavender line a gravel path, their calming fragrance guiding the way toward a rustic urn brimming with ivy. Soft pastel flowers frame the edges, blending gently with sunlit stone. The scene balances rustic charm with soothing symmetry, a composition that embodies tranquility and natural grace. A garden terrace opens with patterned stone flooring, softened by planters of lilies and violets. Along its edges, climbing roses cascade down a low wall in delicate ribbons. The atmosphere feels romantic and carefully curated, where vintage design intertwines with the raw beauty of nature's gentle expression. modest courtyard appears expansive through thoughtful design. Gravel paths weave around raised beds filled with tulips, hydrangeas, and foxgloves, bordered by hedges. At the center, a stone fountain sings with quiet sound, blending with birdsong. Each element layers into a living painting of texture, fragrance, and balanced charm. Golden light pours across a rectangular garden bordered with boxwood. Within, roses, delphiniums, and daisies bloom in rhythmic patterns, adding depth and harmony. At the focal point, a terracotta urn stands timeless, surrounded by symmetry that radiates refined elegance, capturing the enduring charm of classical garden design. At the far end of a narrow garden, ivy and clematis cascade across a stone wall. Beyond, a wrought iron gate opens to a courtyard with a glistening fountain. Beds of daisies and peonies flourish, filling the air with quiet fragrance, while the scene exudes timeless serenity and grace. Thank you for joining us on this journey through serene garden elegance. May these vintage touches inspire you to create your own comforting retreat. If you enjoyed this video, please subscribe for more ideas, like to support our channel, and leave a comment. We'd love to hear your thoughts.